Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome to the Birdhouse Puppet Theater's rendition of Unanana and the Enormous One-Tusked-Elephant. Now, before we begin, there are a few things I'd like to tell you. Number one, sometimes this story can be a little bit scary. I'm telling you this because I want you to know that it's okay to be scared. That's part of the fun. And also, that in the end, everything turns out okay. If you are in the front row, I think you're scooted back just enough, but you might want to watch out for the elephant's trunk. Also, if you are by the speakers there or there, it could get a little loud. So if it's loud, do this. But if it's not loud, do this. The second thing I'd like to tell you is that this story comes from Africa. East Africa. From the people of the Zulu nation. We ourselves are not of African origin, although all of humanity does have its birthplace in Mama Africa. Some of the songs and rhythms and games, costumes you'll see in this production are authentically from the continent of Africa. Others are authentically from our own imagination. Shall we begin?
Yes.
Once upon a time, in a land far across the oceans and beyond the mountains, a land much like our own land, in a time much like our own time, there lived a woman named Unanana. Unanana, Unanana, Nana, 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 Nana. Now, Unanana had two beautiful children, a little boy and a little girl. Two beautiful children, a little boy, a little girl. Two beautiful children, a little boy, a little girl. Two beautiful children. One day, it came time for Unanana and her children to find a place to live. Unanana wanted to find the perfect spot in which to build her home for her family. And so they began to search. Where would they build their home? Where to build our house? 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 Over here or over there? Where And so Unanana began to build her home. At this point, I do need to interrupt the story for a moment. Unanana, excuse me, what are you doing? I know you're building your house, but didn't you hear the song? It says safe and sound, or on the road. You cannot build your house upon the road. That is dangerous. That is the zebra's road. That is the giraffe's road. That is the lion's road. It is way too dangerous, Unanana. You may not build your house there. But Unanana was one of those women who did not listen to reason. Unanana declared, I like it here. I am Unanana. And I am not afraid. And really everything was fine for quite a long time. She made a beautiful home for her and her children, kept it clean and tidy, built a nice fire to cook upon. Everything was great until the day came when Unanana needed to go into the forest to collect firewood. Goodbye, have fun. Yes, I know your children are beautiful, beautiful indeed. Yes, okay. Oh, you want me to babysit? I don't think so. Unanana, I do not have experience with children, and do I look like a babysitter?
Yes.
I'm sorry. Take them with you. Oh. Oh. Well, that's true. There are a lot of people here. Would you all be willing to help me babysit Unanana's children? Yeah. You would? Do you have any experience with children? Well, all right, I think we can do it, can't we? It can't be that hard. Sure, Unanana, we will watch your beautiful little boy and your beautiful little girl. Have fun. And Unanana, I just want you to know that nothing bad is going to happen to your children. That's called foreshadowing, everybody. And so it was that Unanana went into the forest to collect firewood. And the children stayed home with their favorite babysitter. And all was peaceful. Children are entertaining themselves. Everything is fine. Nothing to this. I wonder what all the parents are always complaining about. And everything was fine. Until... giraffe came loping down the middle of the animals' road, straight towards the children. Whose children are you? Asked the giraffe. But they were too frightened to answer. And so she turned and she asked again, whose children are those? Should we tell her? No? Okay, Mrs. Giraffe. They are Unanana's children. Oh, said the giraffe. They are beautiful, beautiful children indeed. Have a lovely day. And off she went. Oh, goodness. Are you okay, little ones? Oh, good. Was that a little frightening? Okay. But you're all right. Just, so you're going to play games or something? All right. Just do your thing. Whatever it is, you children, really. And so life was peaceful again. Until a zebra came galloping down the middle of the animals' road, straight towards the children. "Whose children are you?" asked the zebra. But they were too afraid to answer. And so she turned and she asked again, "Whose children are those?" "Unanana's children," he answered. "Oh," said the zebra, "they are beautiful, beautiful children indeed. Have a lovely day." And off she galloped. And life became peaceful once more. Until suddenly a lion came stalking and slinking down the middle of the animals' road, straight towards the children we're supposed to be babysitting. "Whose children are you?" asked the lion. But they were way too frightened to answer. And so she turned again and she asked, "Whose children are those?" Really? You think it's a good idea to tell her? Okay. "But it's true, lioness. These are Unanana's children." "Oh," she answered, "they are beautiful, beautiful children indeed. But might I offer you one piece of advice? You children are playing in the middle of the animals' road. Many beasts, both wild and tame, walk this way. Mind you take care. Good day to you." And off she slipped. "Oh, goodness, that must have been so scary. Are you two okay?" "Really? I would be very frightened if the lion came up to me like that." "You're all right, though?" "Oh, good. Because really, after the lion, nothing bad's going to happen, right?" And life became peaceful once more. Until suddenly a gigantic and enormous one-tusked-elephant came barreling down the animals' road, straight towards our children. It's all going to be all right, you guys. I'm just going to let you know that right now. But right now, the elephant demanded, "Whose children are you?" But the children were way too frightened to answer. And so he turned and he asked again, "Whose children are those?" You're smart. Guys, maybe we shouldn't have said it. But it's too late now, Mr. Elephant. It's true. These are Unanana's children. Oh, said the elephant. They are beautiful, beautiful children indeed. But they are playing in the middle of my road. And without a further word, he grabbed the children around the waist and he swallowed them whole. Oh my goodness, what just happened? Guys, what just happened? They got swallowed up. Those poor little babies. Oh, I feel terrible. I mean, you were supposed to be babysitting them. Oh my gosh. I mean, they were so beautiful. What's Unanana going to say? She's going to be so upset. Maybe she won't notice. Unanana, I can't. I'm sorry, your babies, they're gone. They got swallowed up by an enormous one-tusked elephant. There was nothing I could do. I was so brave I tried to fight him off. Right?
No.
I'm so sorry, Unanana. They were just so... But Unanana did not despair. No, Unanana took a moment to feel her grief. And she thought to herself, there is little hope that my babies can be saved. But Unanana knew that little hope did not mean no hope. Unanana knew that little hope meant there was some hope. And so she went straight to work. She went in her garden and she picked all the grain that was still there and she ground it up fine in the mortar and pestle. And then she put it in her cooking pot with some sweet creamy goat's milk. And she put it over the fire and she stirred it until it bubbled and made a delicious, nutritious, sweet, creamy porridge. And when it was ready, she put the cooking pot upon her head. And then she looked around in her kitchen in order to find the sharpest knife that she had. And with these two items, Unanana set off down the animals' road in pursuit of her children and the enormous one-tusked elephant. Unanana walked. She walked and walked and walked. The way was long. Her legs were weary, and her heart was heavy. Along the way, she sang a song to distance herself from despair and to keep herself company. Beautiful children, you are not alone. I will bring you food. I will bring you home. Unanana walked. Help me walk with her. Unanana walked. She walked and walked and walked. All the while carrying the cooking pot of sweet creamy porridge on her head and the sharp, sharp knife in her hand. And in time, along the road, she met the giraffe. Good day, Mother Giraffe, said Unanana. I wonder if you might be able to help me. You see, I am looking for an enormous one-tusked elephant. I must find him, for he has eaten my children. Ooh, said the Mother Giraffe. Unanana, I have met your children, and they are beautiful, beautiful indeed. Unanana, you must go. You must go and keep on going. Do not stray from road. You must go until you reach the land of tall trees and white stones. There you will find him. And so Unanana thanked the giraffe, and on they went. Unanana walked. She walked and walked and walked. The way was long. Her legs were weary and her heart was heavy. Along the way she sang a song to keep herself company and to distance herself from despair. Beautiful children, you are not alone. I will bring you food. I will bring you home. Beautiful children, you are not alone. I will bring you food. I will bring you home. Unanana walked. She walked and walked and walked, all the while carrying the cooking pot of sweet creamy porridge on her head and the sharp, sharp knife in her hand. And in time, along the road, she met her zebra. Greetings, said Unanana. Oh, Mother Zebra, might you be able to help me? You see, I am looking for an enormous one-tusked-elephant. I must find him, for he has eaten my children. Oh, said the zebra. Unanana, I have met your children, and they are beautiful, beautiful indeed. I do know where to find this elephant. You must go and keep on going. Do not stray from this road. You must go, Unanana, till you reach the land of tall trees and white stones. There you will find him. Unanana thanked the zebra, and they went on their way. Unanana walked. She walked and walked and walked. The way was long. Her legs were weary and her heart was heavy. Along the way she sang a song to keep herself company and to distance herself from despair. Perhaps you know it by now and can sing with us. Beautiful children,